Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel AeroHub and welcome to the series of lectures in airframe structures. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the shear flow distribution of different types of open sections, and from this lecture we will discuss how to find out the shear flow distribution of closed section beam, that is a thin walled closed section beam. And you can see here this is a rectangular thin wall cross section beam and it is having a constant thickness of smaller than t, and we are applying a shear load of V. Okay, now to analyze these types of problem, that is especially to analyze the shear flow distribution of closed section beams, we have to make a cut. We have to make a cut at transverse member. That means for this vertical, we have two vertical members for this rectangular thin wall section, and this one or this one. We have to make a cut either at this end, either at this position or this position. Okay, so I will make a cut here. This is your section and we have made a cut at the center of one web of the rectangle, and this is having a thickness T, and this is going to be the first step to analyze your problem. You will make a cut here, and let us assume that the shear flow at this point where we made a cut is QS0, and the shear flow at the rest of the section is QB. Okay, so total shear flow will be, that is QS will be equal to QB plus QS0. Okay, where QB is nothing but the shear flow of the open section. We made a cut here and this closed section is converted to an open section now, and we will find out the shear flow distribution of the open section similar to the last lectures we have done. Then we will find out the shear flow at this cut position, and this QB is called basic shear flow. And this is the shear flow at cut position. Okay, so QS is the total shear flow. So from the last lectures we know QB is equal to minus K1 integral 0 to S Tx ds minus K2 integral 0 to S Ty ds. Okay, this is the formula for finding out the shear flow distribution for an open thin wall section. And we have again QB is equal to, we will substitute the value of K1 and K2. So K1 is equal to minus of Sy Ixy minus Sx Ixx divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into integral 0 to S Tx ds. Similarly for K2 it will be minus of Sx Ixy minus Sy Iyy divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy integral 0 to S Ty ds. Okay, and if we don't have shear force along x direction, and if the section is symmetric, we don't have the value of Ixy, that will be equal to 0. Most of the problem we are going to do in airframe structures will be having no shear force along x direction and will be having a symmetric section. So practically we don't have the value of K1, that is Ixy will be equal to 0, and we don't have Sx, and Qb will be equal to minus of, this will be equal to 0. So finally I'll be getting minus of Sy Ixx integral 0 to S Ty ds, and this will be the value of QB, shear flow, basic shear flow. Okay, this is Ixx integral 0 to S. Okay, so finally I'll be getting, I'll write here. Okay, I'll write here. Finally I'll be getting Qs is equal to QB, that is nothing but the basic shear flow, minus Sy Ixx integral 0 to S Ty ds plus Qs naught. Okay, and we will be finding out the value of QB using the procedures we have done for last series of lectures, and QSO, that's nothing but the shear flow at the position of cut. This is found out by using moment. We will calculate the moment, found out by moment calculation. And while doing the problem, we will be getting a good understanding about how to find out the value of QSO. We will take the moment, we will find out the moment for the section, and we will find out the value of QSO. And after getting QSO, we will be adding, for example, I have this point 1, this point is 2. I'll be getting some shear flow initially, that is because of QB. Because of your basic shear flow, I'll be getting some amount of value. Say QB at 1 is equal to 100 Newton per centimeter. Okay, after finding out the value of QSO, I got QSO as 15 Newton per centimeter. So finally Q1 at Q1 will be Q1, that is your shear flow due to shear flow calculation. We got the value of 100 Newton per centimeter using basic shear flow calculation. Okay, I'll be writing Q1B. Okay, so finally Q1 will be Q1B plus Qs naught. Okay, Qs naught is found out by using the moment calculation, and you will be understanding that while doing the problem. So finally you will be getting 115 Newton per centimeter. This will be the value of shear flow at this point. Okay, that means we will make a cut and we will find out the shear flow distribution for the entire section using previous method. Then we will find out the value of shear flow at the point of cut using moment method. Then we will superimpose the value of shear flow to the all position with respect to the shear flow value found out. That is, we will add the Qs0 value with respect to all the values of shear flow in the section. Okay, that's all about this lecture. We'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you so much. Please do share the channel and subscribe the videos. Thank you so much.